Hello there folks, as you can see I'm wearing overalls again. It's time for oil change on the Citroen. So like I told you on the previous videos, I do it twice between each service intervals. Okay, 10,000 miles, I cut it in half, and this time we're just changing oil, we're not changing the filter. I'll be changing the filter on the next one because I've changed it last time. Okay, so I'll flip the camera around so that you can see what we are doing. Right, I got the jack here so that I go underneath and remove the tray. I think I can just lift one side. It's not going to be a very big issue. All right, everything seems to be going very well here. I don't see any oil leaks or anything like that, which is great. After finishing this, there's a couple of things that I would like to say, and I'll be inside after resetting the car. Just tell you things that I need to do on this car. Okay. Right, I've put it on the ramp and I've chalked it at the back there so that it doesn't slide that way. Now you may be wondering, why don't I just put jack stands? The land where I am is a bit slopey. Jack stands here will be very, very dangerous. Okay, so this way for me it's safe. So I think I have enough room to slide in there, remove this cover, and then remove the oil. This should be just straightforward. So I'm just gonna get a 10 mil, remove the bolts that holds the cover, then grease them when I put back the cover. Right, again there's a well plug here. Remember, I didn't change this washer. There's a ring that you put before putting the plug in. Normally the service guys, the mechanics, they'll change it, but ever since I do oil changes on cars, I never change it, and it doesn't cause any problems. You can see it's so dry. He doesn't leak any oils. Okay, so I'm gonna remove it. There's a cover over there. So this is very straightforward. Actually, if you're in a garage, this should take only 2 minutes, to be honest, because you just put the car on the ramp, up the cover, the tray out, the plug, oil comes out. Now I got myself a little bucket to catch the oil. As you can see, there is a big height here, so I'm gonna have to hold it a little bit here as the oil comes out because it's a bit windy today. Okay, now I'll write the size of this plug here. Okay, it's a funny number. I can't remember what it is, but I'll put it on the video somewhere on the corner. Okay, the size of this plug here. Well, I managed to find the socket. There it is, 13/16. I don't understand what that means because I'm used to like socket number 13 mil, 17 mil, 18 mil. Where is 13/16? I have no idea. Maybe it's in inches and foot or feet. It's maybe the American numbers, these, but it doesn't make any sense to me. So this is the one. This fits perfectly. If you get the wrong size, you will round that plug and it will be a nightmare to remove it. So try to get this. It's the right size, 13/16. Yeah, as you can see, the oil is coming out, but because we lifted the car on this side and the plug, as you can see, is further this side, I'm going to drop the car down, remove this ramp here so that it comes down to help more dirty oil come out. So I'll do it right now. Right, as you can see, I've dropped the car on the ground, so it's now leaning more on this side, so more and more oil will come out in there. All right, it's very dark for about 6,000 miles I've done so far since the last service. Because diesels are like this, especially with the EGR. EGR is creating a mess inside the engine. So it becomes very dark very quickly. But I'm very happy with the way I'm servicing it. Instead of 10,000 miles as the manufacturer says, split it in half. You keep your engine in tip-top condition. Okay, so you don't have lots of sludges inside the engine, because 5,000 miles you put new oil, 10,000 miles new oil and new filter. Some people, they think that this is ridiculous. I should just put the filter every time I change. Well, everything that I do, it suits me, and if it doesn't suit you, do the way you prefer. Some people, maybe they change the oil every 20,000 miles and they're happy with it. Do it. But there are some people that say 10,000 miles is too low for a diesel vehicle. I don't know how they do the maths, but that's how they view it. For me, 10,000 miles, it's okay, but I prefer 5,000. And the idea of changing the filter every time you service, yeah, it works for some, but for me, I think it's totally unnecessary. These engines in the beginning, they didn't have any oil filters in them, so that's how it is. And if there are some little bits of pieces of metals coming off your engine into the oil filter, then you haven't got an engine. It's shredding itself to bits. It don't last whether you change the filter every 2,000 miles, because it's shredding itself to pieces. Okay, so that's how it is. Yes, there is a little bit of oil in the oil filter when you change oil, but it's really insignificant compared to the 5 liters, almost 5 liters you're going to put there. And 5,000 miles, you're removing it anyway, so that's the way it is. Okay, I think I'm gonna put back the plug and then just put the tray back on. Of course, it's after I lift the car again so that I can go underneath. Okay, right, there it is. Put it back in, clean there. One other thing that I will say while you're here you should do is remove this nozzle here. It's for the AdBlue. Clean it. It normally gets crystallized. It blocks and then it damages the pump in the tank at the back there. So clean it. I do mine every 10,000 miles. When I change oil, I clean it. Okay, or if I'm going to go in long journeys on the motorways, like driving from UK to Poland, I'll remove it, clean it, and put liquid in the DPF at the back there. There's a spray. You remove one of the pipes. I think I have a video showing exactly that. Put it in there, and you're going to drive a long journey to help the DPF to regen, to clean itself. Okay, I'm now going to put back the cover. Again, these little bolts that holds that cover, I'm going to put grease on them, copper grease, so that they don't seize. As you can see, no rust. As before, they had rust. Right, all done here. I've put back the under tray. The 2 bolts at the back, the ones that needs the washers, well, I couldn't find anything in the shed, so what I will do is I'll buy the 2 washers, and then in 5,000 miles when I'm changing oil and oil filter, I'll put them in. Okay, but so far everything down here is done. So I'm going to drop the car down and then fill in the new oil. But first, here's the old oil that I just removed. This is about 5,000 to 6,000 miles. Look how dark it is. I mean, it is absolutely shocking. So people who say they change their oil at 20,000 miles, I just can't imagine how dark and sludgy the oil will be at 20,000 miles. At 5,000 or 6,000 miles, look how bad it is. Okay, so this is how it is. I've packed everything, so I'm done underneath. I'm going to put new oil. All right, everything done here. I've put the oil. I've checked it. It's okay. So everything good. Now I'm going to show you how we reset this back to 0. There's a thing inside there that you reset back to 0. Right, now we are in the car. We're going to reset it back to 0, back to where it start counting for the next service. the system counts from 0 to 10. I cannot explain how they came up with the idea. I'm just telling you how it works. So to reset it, you switch on the car while you are holding this button here. You don't start the engine, so you don't put your feet on the clutch there. Okay, so you're gonna, one hand will be turning on here while one is holding there. Okay, I did this before with my helper, my son. I think you can find one of the videos, because sometimes people, they still ask this. To reset the car after service, you press and hold that. While you're holding that, you press this, but you don't start the engine because your feet won't be on the clutch. I hope I'm explaining this in simple English, so the best I can, because English is not my first language, so I can sometimes struggle to explain fully what sometimes I struggle to say what I want to say in English. Okay, these things have broken. I've seen another Citroen with the same thing. Okay, once again, to reset your car, your Citroen, maybe Peugeot as well, and DS, back to 0 after service, you press and hold this button here. You don't let go, you hold it. And with your feet not on the clutch, you press this button here and let go. That one will still be holding there. You'll start seeing it counting there from whatever, 8 or 9, depending on the schedule you service. Mine is 5,000, so it will start from around 6 to 0. If you are waiting until it says in its service, it will start from 10 to 0. Okay, I'm going to do it right now, but I cannot do it with one hand. I need one to be pressing and holding there, while the other one turns the system on here. I'm not starting the car, I'm just turning on the system so that it counts. Okay, I will do that now. I just did it. As you can see, the car is on, but the engine is not starting because I did not press down the clutch. Okay, so everything is okay. I'll just turn the camera around just to say a few things about the car, because as you can see, there is 138,000 miles. So I want to talk about the future plans on this car. Okay, let me turn the camera around. As you can see, I've taken off the overalls because my boss wouldn't allow me to sit in this car wearing overalls unless I want to hear the longest sentence without breaks or commas for 1 hour. That's the way it is. Okay, yeah, back to the Citroen. I'm at 138,000 miles. I think at 150 I have to do major service. All right, I'll remove the DPF, go to jet wash it in reverse. All that will be documented and filmed to share with you. There's a couple of things as well that I need to check. The suspension, the coolant. I have to put new coolant. I've never changed the coolant in this car ever since I got it. The brake fluid, I will have to change the brake fluid, put new one. I have to also put new steering pump hydraulic fluid. Okay, actually I don't know if they have the hydraulic fluid, because I don't even know where the reservoir is. I don't think I've seen it before. On the old Citroen, I did do that because when it crashed, it damaged that bottle, so I had to get a new one and put a new hydraulic steering pump fluid. So that's the plan at 150 to do major service, because I don't want this car to give us a headache. This is a car that we're still going to use it for a very long time, because it's the one that we used to go to Poland. It's efficient on diesel because it's 1.6. It's not very fast, but we get in there. you have to sacrifice. When you win on one side, you lose on the other. You can't win on both sides. You cannot have high speed economics and cheap. It doesn't work like that. So we sacrifice the speed to gain economy, efficiency, and the space in the car. Okay, guys, so I will have to stop here because, as you know me, I will keep yapping and yapping. By the time it is like 1 hour, 2 hours. Okay, thank you very much. Next time I will be servicing the Kia. I'll be removing the oil because I haven't done it in a while. Okay, and the updates on the red little car. Okay, you'll love that because it's almost done now. Okay, take care. Bye bye.